This is IGN.
Supergirl fails to take flight in its opening weekend. Welcome to your IGN Daily Update. But first, Tom Holland will soon return to the Marvel Cinematic Universe, MCU, for Spider-Man: Brand New Day. But he's already working towards a future where Miles Morales and his Peter Parker can swing side by side. The Spider-Man actor opened up about his aspirations for a post-Brand New Day world during an interview with Hobby Consolas. Although nothing is set in stone, when asked about how his wall crawler may mentor another Spider-Man in the future, he said he's putting in the work to bring Miles Morales into the fold. I think at this point in time we're being really open-minded about what the future looks like, Holland said. I know that I have aspirations to bring Miles Morales into the universe, however that works out. You know, we've got a lot of work to do to bring that to life. Miles Morales is a character fans have hoped to see swinging through the streets of an MCU New York City since Spider-Man: Homecoming first premiered in 2017. Holland seems to be honing in on Miles Morales, specifically after previously teasing his interest in an MCU version of the character late last month. When speaking about the future of his Spider-Man at the time, he said he would love to be a part of setting up the next chapter. Spider-Man: Brand New Day swings into theaters July 31st, 2026. And Jesse Eisenberg has explained his decision not to reprise his role as Mark Zuckerberg for The Social Reckoning, saying turning down writer and director Aaron Sorkin felt like letting down America. Earlier this month, Sorkin revealed he had spent 3 days trying and failing to convince Eisenberg to play Meta boss Mark Zuckerberg again, having starred as the controversial tech boss in 2010's The Social Network. Eisenberg scored an Oscar nomination for his performance, ultimately losing out to Colin Firth for The King's Speech. The Social Network explored the people and drama that led to the creation of Facebook. But The Social Reckoning attempts to tackle the social media platform's effects on its users in a story that takes place years later. Eisenberg, however, doesn't play Zuckerberg this time. Instead, Succession actor Jeremy Strong plays an older Zuckerberg. Now, speaking to Variety while promoting his new movie, Minions and Monsters, Eisenberg revealed what it felt like to turn the celebrated writer Sorkin, who is behind much-loved political dramas such as The West Wing and The Newsroom, down. I just told him I'm kind of moving in different directions in my life. What he said summed it up nicely. I don't want to be associated with that character. But all of my reasons for not wanting to do the movie have nothing to do with how wonderful the movie is, and will be, and I'm sure is already. The Social Reckoning, without Jesse Eisenberg, premieres October 9th. Supergirl suffered a crash landing in theaters with a $68 million opening weekend at the global box office. The new DCU film scooped up $38 million domestically and about $30 million internationally. It's a split that puts the Millie Alcock superhero movie below expectations, which had Warner Brothers and DC Studios, hoping to pull in $50 million across 3,600 North American theaters in its first weekend. Those early projections already set a low bar for the Supergirl movie, despite its position as a highly anticipated follow-up to 2025's Superman. Adding insult to injury is the film's budget, which, according to Deadline, is between $170 million and $186 million before marketing costs. A disappointing start means the project faces a long road before it can even think about breaking even as the DCU works through what seems to be its first letdown in theaters. Poor performance at the box office could be a result of the film's reception. Critics and fans alike aren't quite sure how to feel about Supergirl, with review aggregator Rotten Tomatoes showing a 56% score for the latter while the former carries a higher rating of 77%. Most opening weekend reactions say Alcock's Kara Zor-El and the movie's use of practical effects are worthy of praise, while others struggle to connect with the overall story. Hideo Kojima, at least, seemed to like it. The breakdown landed the Kryptonian icon in the number 2 spot at the box office, falling in second to Disney's Toy Story 5. The long-running Pixar franchise maintained its top spot with a $70 million domestic haul in its second weekend. That's a 56% drop from its mid-June premiere, with its domestic and worldwide totals now sitting at $297.2 million and $585 million, respectively. Other domestic highlights from the weekend include yet another strong weekend for Obsession, which came comfortably in third with $9.8 million after more than a month and a half in theaters, bringing its worldwide total to an unbelievable $370.109 million. Jackass Best and Last, which also released June 26, accumulated $8.4 million across its 2,885 North American theaters and landed in fourth. Disclosure Day came in fifth with $8.1 million after its third weekend. DC Studios co-CEO Peter Safran has commented on the disappointing opening weekend. The comic book film executive shared his thoughts on the superhero movie's performance during a conversation with the New York Times. He said DC Studios remains confident in its plan for the DC movies going forward. While Supergirl didn't meet our box office expectations, Safran explained, it's just one component of a broader, long-term strategy at DC Studios that we remain confident in. For more on Supergirl, you can read our exploration of the debate at the heart of the film. You can also see how director Craig Gillespie said the song used in its final act came together. That's your IGN Daily Update. My name is Esmeralda Leon, and if you want more news on your favorite games and entertainment topics, make sure to visit us at IGN.com. You can also download our free app on your phone or console and subscribe to our weekly podcasts through the podcast service of your choice.
Spoken Layer.